Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? We are back. I took a little break for Thanksgiving because we hosted at our house for the first time. We had family here. It was very hectic and beautiful at the same time, but today we are going to be playing with the new Machina palette from Blend Bunny Cosmetics. I have had this for a few days, but unfortunately I wasn't able to film with it, and I've just been dying to get my hands into this. It is launching tomorrow, December 1st, for $45, I believe, and you can use my affiliate code on anything on the Blend Bunny website for 10% off. It's just AMYLOVES. Sometimes I feel silly, like I'm being a little bit repetitive, but if you don't know what an affiliate code is, it means that you can save a little bit of money off of the website using my code, but I also make a commission, so I'm always super appreciative of your support. Anyways, this palette is super cute. It's a very vibrant, very, like, I saw someone in the comments describe it as jarring, and I can kind of see that. It is like beautifully jarring, I would say. And it's actually the first time that Blend Bunny has switched up their like aesthetic by not changing colors around, but by having the shimmers kind of thrown throughout versus just having like a line of shimmers. So that's interesting, that's something new, but overall I think it looks really cute. So in today's video, we're gonna live swatch everything. We are going to do an eye look together, and at the end I'll tell you my thoughts. I do just wanna say, if you can hear my dog in the background, I was just outside playing ball with her. She had water, she's good and everything, but she is panting like crazy. She goes hard when we play fetch, so if you can hear a dog panting in the background, I don't know if you can. Hopefully my mic is doing its job and like slightly canceling that out, but if you can, that's what it is. It's not something weird. I'm gonna swatch these by color story because that's personally how I love to swatch out my Blend Bunny palettes. So let's start off with the pinks. We've got Mortality, which is a really beautiful kind of soft baby pink shimmer. We've got Attract, which is like a rosy, soft pink matte. Enamored, which I would just describe as like a true hot pink matte. And then Oxytocin, ooh, give me some of that, which is more of like a berry kind of pink mid-tone matte. Okay, that's super pretty. Feels a little bit more like a traditional shimmer. Ooh, that's very pigmented. I feel like some of Blend Bunny's shimmers are like more like cream, like liquidy feeling, like super silky. This is obviously beautiful, pigmented, but it just feels more traditional. So there's the pinks. Next we have a row of, I would say, more like indigo, periwinkle shades. I got Flawed, which is a light kind of periwinkle. We've got Glitch, like a mid-tone indigo. We've got Emote, which is slightly deeper, but a very similar tone, just slightly more blue. And then we've got Conscious, which is a shimmer periwinkle. Okay, these mattes feel a little bit drier, like specifically the bluey purple ones. I don't know what's going on there, but ooh, that's so pretty. Next we've got a row of kind of red peachiness. We've got Conduct, which is a really pretty peachy pinky shade with a gold flip to it. Error Code, which is a soft kind of pretty peachy coral matte. Kind of makes me laugh because, I don't know, Error Code makes me think of my dad because he used to work in tech a little bit, and whenever anyone was having an issue that was like really simple, he would call it an ID10T error. Which if you just write it down, just think about it for a second. Next we have the shade Burn, which looks to me like a very like orangey red, but it's super vibrant, super intense. And then we've got Human, which, oh my God. Okay, that is a beautiful red, like 10 of 10, so pigmented, such a pretty tone to it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting that row to be my favorite, but do you see that? Like, that is truly stunning. Like, if you've been looking for a good red, both of those are beautiful, but this one, okay, so there's what we're working with. This is one of those times where I wish I was ambidextrous and I was like better at things with my left hand, so we could just like swatch everything and like hold it up together, but I'm not. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash this off and I'll be right back. Now we've got some greens. We've got Diode, which looks to be like a really pretty kind of chartreusey yellowy green matte. We've got Digital, which I would call an olive green. Machine, which is also an olive, but it's a little bit deeper. And then we've got Sci-Fi, which looks like the cutest, like yellowy green, kind of semi-transparent shimmer. Like it's not super opaque, but the shine is really pretty. I feel like that'd be a really good topper shadow to kind of transform other things. Okay, so this chartreusey shade I feel like looks way more yellow swatched out than green, at least on my skin tone. Ooh, but I feel like this over this would be so pretty. Next set of colors I feel like I'm the most excited about, even though I'm sure a lot of people probably think it's like the most boring part of the palette, but to me, this is my tone. So we've got a like really pretty cool tone section here. We've got Switch, which looks to be kind of like a shimmery white shade with a little bit of like a silvery undertone to it. Precision, which is a very, very soft gray, like almost like a white gray. We've got Robotic, which is, I would say, a mid-tone gray. And then Shutdown, which is more of like a really opaque black. Like that would be a super cute smoky eye. My cat is having way too much fun with the packaging that the Machina, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but the packaging that it came in. Lastly, we have some blues here. We've got AI, which is just a soft light blue. Circuit, which is kind of like a smoky, like navy, but like more muted. We've got Motherboard, which I would say is like a midnight blue, super pretty. And then lastly, we have Cyborg, which is another like kind of transparenty, shimmery shade. It's a little bit of a mixture of blue and purple. Again, I think that would be a really cute topper. Sci-Fi and Cyborg are like the same formula, it feels like. All right, so there we have it. The entire palette swatched out. I think it looks really cute. Honestly, I'm most excited about like the cool tones, most excited about the shade Human, and then also the shade Sci-Fi. I feel like those were my favorites out of the swatches. So I think I'm gonna have a little challenge for myself, because I think sometimes with blend blending it's like a blessing and a curse, because the way that their color stories are, I always just want to go monochromatic. But I was thinking, what if I try to do a look with my favorite shades, the ones I just mentioned that I swatched, like these two together, and then like the cool tones. I don't know if it's gonna be cute or not, but I thought maybe let me just try it and see. So I think I'm gonna start off with a little bit of Robotic, this gray right here as my transition. Just grabbing that on a blending brush and throwing it through my entire crease. I could probably start off with the like slightly lighter gray Precision, but I don't know. I just thought I would start with this. Maybe I'll go in with Precision over the top just to make it like a little bit softer. Just a little bit of Precision right here. Kind of just blending those two shades together to get my perfect transition color. Okay, that looks so pretty already, even though I've like barely done anything. I literally cannot help it. I need to go in with Human now. Like, it's already been long enough. It is time for this red to be on my eyelids. I'm gonna go in with a, ooh. Okay, it's so pigmented. I don't know if you guys can see this. I just like literally barely tap my brush in and there's so much. So I'm going in with a pretty small, like little dense crease brush, and I'm just gonna tap that between both of my eyes. Okay, that is maybe a little too much. Like, there's so much fallout in the pan that this could get very messy very easily. But I'm just kind of tapping that through my crease. Okay, so I'm kind of just blending that out, blending it into the gray. It is kind of slightly turning more purple with the gray. I'm gonna go back into my previous brush and just go right over top of that. Okay, I think that's cute. I think I'm gonna go into just a touch of the black shade as well, Shut Down, just for dimension right in the outermost part of my outer V. Okay, at the very least, at least I can say that this is not what I typically gravitate towards, and I'm trying something a little bit different. So, okay, I literally don't know how this is gonna go at all, but I'm gonna go into the shade Sci-Fi now, and I'm gonna just use my finger to pop that on the lid. And just kind of bring that over. Okay, that's cute. Maybe I might go in with just a little bit of this matte right here. I know I'm going with a matte on my finger, but just to make it pop just a little bit more, just kind of layering. Okay, so I kind of just want to go with a little bit of oxytocin on my lower lash line because I feel like that kind of matches what I ended up doing in my outer V. Just grabbing that on a little flat eyeliner brush. I think I'm just gonna do that about halfway. Okay, I'm gonna slightly kind of wipe that off on my like little Odin's Eye brush cleaner. I don't know if they still sell this, but I use mine all the time. And I'm gonna go into that chartreuse just cause, I don't know, I think that this is one of the cutest things you can pop onto your lower lash line, like, and then build up. Not mad at it at all. I think last but not least, we're gonna go into a little bit of the shade Switch. I might even just take that on my pinky just to be extra cautious, and I'm just gonna add just a little pop to the inner corner with that. I'm gonna go into the KVD Beauty Full Sleeve Mascara. Just gonna throw that on real quick. So I do already have some blush on. I went in with the Rare Beauty Nearly Neutral blush for my cheeks just to add a little bit of color, but nothing, you know, too much because I knew I wanted to go more colorful with the eyes. But I think I am gonna add just a touch of highlighter. So I'm gonna use the Natasha Denona Super Glow in the shade Fair Light. Just looks like this. So pretty. This is genuinely my favorite highlighter. Like, it's just standing the test of time. There's so many I don't reach for anymore, but this one has never stopped being a go-to. All right, y'all, so this is the finished look. Wait, no, oh my God, I forgot to put lip gloss on. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. lip gloss in the shade, what is this? Oh my God, these are so hard to read. Honey Talks. I'm pretty sure. This is the e.l.f. lip oil in the shade Honey Talks. Well, I don't know why they couldn't label that like a little bigger. Anyways, I'm only using this because it's right in front of me and I forgot to put something on my lips. But it is really beautiful, very hydrating. So let's talk about the palette. You guys, I'm kind of obsessed. It says 24 romantic sci-fi shades, and I actually do see the vibe, the romantic sci-fi vibe. And I feel like this palette is fun and different. And like originally when I opened it, I was like, okay, like it's cool, it's something different. But now I'm like, wow, like it's cool and it's different. Like I'm like kind of enamored. I love how this look turned out. I feel like it really did kind of get me out of my comfort zone. It's very, very different for me. Like, I mean, I feel like some of these shades you would not think to pair together, but it ended up so beautiful. And I do like the kind of shimmers kind of being all over. And for me personally, you guys know I've said many a times that I love the aesthetic of Blend Bunny's palettes. I love when everything's in order, and like that's one of the reasons I fell in love with the brand. So like they've kind of been playing around with things lately, and you know, I get it. I appreciate it, but I'm here for this kind of layout. So yeah, overall, I'm really happy with it. Happier than I thought I would be. I'd love to know if you're thinking about picking up this palette. Feel free to chat with me in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.